August 2nd superstorm that pummeled the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore snapped thousands of hardwood trees like matchsticks. The carnage is most visible on Alligator Hill, just west of downtown Glen Arbor. National Park staff reopened most of Alligator Hill's popular hiking and ski trails before Christmas. In some places, the trail feels like a tunnel, with immense stacks of trees lining either side. Meteorologists have called this the storm of the century. But the realities of climate change mean that more extreme weather events will affect northern Michigan in the years ahead. Amidst the awe of the August 2nd storm, a debate is underway about whether all the downed timber poses a forest fire risk to the National Lakeshore and to the Glen Arbor area. Glen Lake Fire Chief John Dotson worries that at some point in the future, the downed trees could dry out and pose a threat that his crew wouldn't be able to handle.
I feel that it presents a hazard. I think it provides the community with some challenges. Number one, should an event break out where there's fire, that we have a concern that an event like that would most likely happen in the summer. During the summer, we have an increased number of people in our community. So the life hazard is substantially greater than it would be as if it was in the winter. We have people downtown. The smoke, if it's only smoke, it could create respiratory issues, so we have a medical element.
Because the trees were alive until the August 2nd storm, and because new wood is not prone to burn, park biologist Kevin Skirl is hesitant to sound any alarms.
Well, I think that it's very apparent there's more fuel on the ground. There's more trees that are on the ground. Right now we consider that fuel to be green and doesn't pose a very high risk of fire whatsoever. And I think everyone is in agreement about that. But I don't know that there's a change in the wildland fire risk from the trees all being on the ground. If we think about fires that get out of control out west and that cause the kinds of problems that most are concerned about, those are when the fires get up in the canopy and start moving through, in a crown fire, moving quickly and out of control. That's not the situation we would see on Alligator Hill. We consider intervention usually when there's something that we have done to the environment that we need to fix or restore. But we don't usually target nature's actions as something that needs our interference or management. So when we look at the blowdown, as a natural event, that disturbance is part of what northern hardwood forests are about.
Deputy Superintendent Tom Ulrich says it's more than the National Park's policy at work.
Beyond just, well, that's our policy not to do it, there's very good ecological reasons not to do it. I mean, the fantastic northern hardwood forests that the settlers found here evolved with blowdowns happening with some regularity. And so those blowdowns have a role in the ecology of the area to provide, however large they are, that little window of a disturbance that allows a different age structure to come up. Habitat that isn't present elsewhere in the downed trees. You'll have species moving in that favor that kind of habitat. The recovery of the forest through its successional stages up on Alligator Hill is likely to be perhaps more rapid than it would if you had a clear cut or if you went in and tried to salvage those logs, because you do have a seed bank in there. You do have some protection from deer browse. That's going to come back fairly quickly. If you went in and did any kind of salvage logging, you would set that process back and provide a vector for invasive species to come in.
Unfortunately, the park's well-reasoned policies do little to ease local firefighters' concerns.
If a fire occurred, it would not go out quickly, would not be put out quickly. So there'd be an economical impact, there'd be potentially a respiratory impact or other medical issues that would develop from it. It would have a property damage element, and it would also have a life safety element. So those are all things that our community would be challenged by, and our fire department especially. This fire department is not positioned to be able to deal with substantial fire of that quantity.
While all concerned keep a wary eye on the fire hazards, park staff see a golden opportunity to educate visitors about the storm of August 2nd, 2015 and the ecology of forest regeneration.
People have already said how much that trail meant to them and the loss of those trees. People feel that loss. And on the other hand, as Kevin said, it's impressive and interesting. And often those same people now who visited the first time and were aghast at losing the trees now take people there and show them because it's really, really interesting. So it's a real opportunity for us to talk about natural ecological processes, to talk about disturbance in northern hardwood forests, and just to look at this very impressive natural phenomenon.